राम राम हरे हरे
कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे।
ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस आचार्य अष्टोत्तरशतभयचरणारविंद भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। नमाम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णविष्टाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। जय जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन जय भूमि वृंदावन धाम की जय मथुरा द्वारिका धाम की जय श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय नवद्वीप महाधाम की जय गंगा मैया की जय यमुना मैया की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय समवेत भक्तवृंद की जय निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासां ततो जयमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 24, text number 33. Param pradhanam purusham mahantam kalam kavim trivritam lokapalam आत्मानुभूत्यानुगता प्रपञ्चम् स्वच्छन्दशक्तिं कपिलं प्रपद्ये। परं प्रधानं पुरुषं महान्तम् कालं कविं त्रिव्रतं लोकपालम् आत्मानुभूत्यानुगत प्रपञ्चम् स्वच्छन्दशक्तिं कपिलं प्रपद्ये। परं प्रधानं पुरुषं महान्तम् कालं कविं त्रिव्रतं लोकपालम् आत्मानुभूत्यानुगत स्वच्छन्दशक्तिं कपिलं प्रपद्ये। Param, transcendental. Pradhanam, supreme. Purusham, person. Mahantam, who is the original of the material world. Kalam, who is time. Kavim, fully cognizant. Three modes of material nature. Lokapalam, who is the maintainer of all the universe. Atma, in himself. Anubhutya, by internal potency. Adugata, dissolved. Prapancham, whose material manifestations. Swachanda, independently. Shaktim, who is powerful. Kapilam, O Lord Kapila. Prapadde, I surrender. Translation and purport by His Loving Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. I surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, descended in the form of Kapil, who is independently powerful and transcendental, who is the Supreme Person and the Lord of the sum total of matter and the element of, who is fully cognizant maintainer of all the universes under the three modes of material nature, and who absorbs the material manifestation after their dissolution. The six opulences, wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation, are indicated here by Karna Muni, who addresses Kapila Muni, his son, as a Param. The word Param is used in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the phrase Param Satyam, to refer to the Bonam, or the Supreme Personality of a Godhead. Param is explained further by the next word, Pradhanam, which means the chief, the origin, the source of everything. Sarva Karana Karana, as explained in Brahma Samhita, chapter 5, text 1. The cause of all causes, the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, is not formless. He is a Purusham, or the enjoyer, the original person. He is the time element and he is all cognizant. Knows everything, past, present, and future, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita. The Lord says, I know everything, present, past, and future, in every corner of the universe. Material world, which is moving under the spell of three modes of nature, is also manifestation of his energy. Parasya Shaktir Vividhiya Shruyate. Everything that we see in an interaction of his energies. Parasya Brahmanaha Shaktis Tathedam Akhilam Jagat. Parasya Brahmana Shaktis Tathedam Akhilam Jagat. This is the version of the Vishnu Puran. We can understand that whatever we see is an interaction of the three modes of material nature. But actually, all an interaction of the Lord's energy. Lokapalam. He is actually the maintainer of all living entities. Nityo Nityanam. He is the chief of all living entities. He is one, but he maintains many living entities. God maintains all other living entities, but no one can maintain God. That is his Swachanda Shakti. He is not dependent on others. Someone may call himself independent, but he is dependent on someone higher, the personality of a God. However, is absolute. There is no higher than or equal to him. Kapila Muni appeared as the son of Kardama Muni. But because Kapila is an incarnation of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Kardama Muni offered respectful obeisances unto him with full surrender. Another word in this verse is very important. Atmanubhutyanugata prapancham. The Lord descends either as a Kapila or a Rama, Nrsimha or Vata. And whatever forms he assumes in the material world are all manifestations of his own personal internal energy. They are never forms of the material energy. The ordinary living entities who are manifested in this material world have a bodies created by the material energy. But when Krishna or any one of his expansions or parts of the expansions descends on this material world, although he appears to have a material body, his body is not material. He always has a transcendental body. But fools and rascals who are called mulas consider him one of them, and therefore they deride him. They refuse to accept Krishna as the personality of a Godhead because they do not understand. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Avajananti mam mudha. Those who are rascals and fools deride me. When God descends in a form, this does not mean that he assumes his form with the help of material energy. He manifests his spiritual form as he exists in the spiritual kingdom. Om Ajnanatimirandhya Dhanana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamniyam Dati Swapadam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Yuta Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavancha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sayitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaganalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Niti Namani Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Paramam Pradhanam Purusham Mahantam Kalam Kavim Trivritam Lokapalam Atmanubhutyānugata prapancham swacham shtim kamit kapilam prapatte. I surrender unto the Supreme Personality of a Godhead, descended in the form of a Kapila, who is independently powerful and transcendental, who is Supreme Person and the Lord of the sum total of matter and the element of time, who is the fully cognizant maintainer of all the universes under the three modes of material nature, who absorbs the material manifestation after their dissolution. To understand this particular verse, we need to understand the verse in which Kapila Muni, Kardama Muni, he explains about the six opulences of Kapila Muni.
Actually, we have to
Sorry?
slowly from other Puranas.
Yeah.
And Srimad Bhagavatam also here. Yesterday, we have to remember this verse better.
That verse is to explain what is meant by Bhaga.
Yeah. Bhagavatam, Aishwarya.
That word is to just know about what is meant by Bhaga. And yesterday's verse is how, from yesterday's verse, we can understand that even Lord appears in the human form as a Shaktavesh avatar, because Kapila Muni is not a full potency of Lord. He's one of the Jnana Shaktavesh avatar, as like Chatush Kumaras. But still, if Lord comes in any form, he has all the opulences with him. There's no shortage. And if you understand that, then this verse is very easy to understand. And that's why Prabhupada in the first line of our quote says, the six opulences, wealth, strength, fame, beauty, knowledge, and renunciation are indicated here by Gandhava Muni, who addresses Kapila Muni, his son, as a Param. The Param is used in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam also, in the phrase of Param Satyam, or the Samam Param Satyam. Why Param? Param means Samam Bonam, or topmost. And in the Brahma Samhita, fifth chapter, first verse, where Brahmaji also start praying the Lord, saying, Ishvara Paramaha Krishna. Amongst the controller, the topmost is he who is Krishna. The next word here used as Pradhanam. Pradhanam is chief, or the origin. Everything that emanates from God. Aham sarvasya prabhaho matta sarva pravartate. Lord says that everyone, and everything origins or emanates from me. And that's why Lord is called the Pradhan. And as Lord knows everything, present, past, and future, and everything in each and every corner of this universe, he is cognizant. Cognizant means person who knows everything. And as explained in the Shvetashvatara Upanishad, that Parasya Shaktir Vividhiya Shruyate. Whatever we see in this material world is nothing but the manifestation of different combinations of three modes of material nature. And these three modes, they belong to the material nature, and material nature which belongs to the Lord, which is the external energy of the Lord, as previously it is explained as a Mahamaya, or the external energy of the Lord. And beyond that, there is something that is Parasya. Parasya. There are two potencies of the Lord, Para and Apara. So, as explained in the Vishnu Puran, this manifestation of Akhila Jagat, this whole universe, is nothing but Lord's Parashakti. And whatever is there, in different shapes, size, color, creed, caste, nationality, It is nothing but the interaction of the manifestation of Lord's three potencies, or the interactions of three gunas, or modes of material nature in this material universe. And then he says, Lord, he called him as Lokapala. Lokapala means who is the maintainer of all the universes. Modern scientists, they have the limited sources of knowledge, but the Vedics explains about everything. And here he is speaking about Lokapala, the maintainer of all the universes, not the only one galaxy, but innumerable. Because as Lord says that Matta Sarva Pravati, everything comes from him, everything emanates from him. So he tries to maintain everything. Not tries, actually, he maintains everything because he is Palanahar. And then the further it is said that Atmanubhutya Anugata.
He is mentioned everywhere. Mentioned in Bhagavad Gita.
Which one?
This one.
Sarvaloka Maheshwara. Sarvaloka Maheshwara is, if he is controlling everything, definitely he is maintaining everything. Under his control, everything is going on. And even Param Dhama Pratyaksha Paramam Bhavam. Bhavan is what? He is the one who is maintaining everything. Then the next word that Prabhupada says, a very important in this verse, is Atmanubhutya Anugata Prapanchaha. What it means exactly? So he himself, by his internal potency, dissolves everything in the material world and absorbs it. What do you mean by Pradhana? In a technical word, if you want to understand it, Pradhana means the amalgamation of total energy, which is known as a Mahat Tattva. So all this material manifestation, ultimately, it it gets dissolved and it gets combined together. And that again enters into the body of the Lord during the time of Mahapralaya. And again it's manifest. He said that who absorbs the material manifestation after their dissolution. So when the Pralaya comes, that time Lord takes everything in his body. The Lord descends either as a Kapila or a Rama, Narsimha, Varaha, and whatever form he assumes in the material world are all manifestation of his own personal internal energy. They are never form of the material energy. Generally what happens when Mayavadi they speaks about the Lord's different incarnation, they think that Lord is accepting this material form of particular pastime. He comes as a tortoise, so that body is like a material. When he manifests himself in the material world, he takes a material form. Prabhupada says it's not true.
95%.
95%. More than that. See, there are how many Vaishnavas there around the world? It's 99.9%. That's why they said it's very deep rooted in the heart. I was wondering why every time, see all the Vaishnava Acharyas, why they are giving more emphasis that Lord is person, Lord is person, Lord is person. Because this impersonalism is so prominent in the world. Because person means someone is there whom you have to serve. It is. But nobody wants to surrender. No? Everybody wants to independently enjoy. How they want to enjoy it? Considering God does not have a form, I have a form, so let me enjoy. And if you understand that Lord has his own form, if he has his own form, satisfy him. How? By rendering service. But if you see all the philosophies over the world, except the Vaishnava philosophy, their conception of God is impersonal. That's why Prabhupada is clarifying him that Lord may come in any form. He may come as Lord Rama, he may come as Lord Narasimha, as a Varaha, as a Hayagrivaha, as a Kurma. His form is never material. All his manifestation is of his internal potency, which is Daivi Shakti, on this material conception. That need to be understood. Then, Prabhupada says, he always has a transcendental body. But who don't understands that? Fools and rascals, called Mudhas, consider him one of them, and therefore they deride him. Mudo ayam na vijanati. Lokomam ajabdeya. They never understand him. And we have so many examples, plenty of them. First and foremost example is Duryodhana. He never considered their lordship as Lord. Even though Lord was standing right in front of him. He was talking to the Lord, but he never understood that this is the Supreme Personality of God. Maya Javanika Achinam. Why? Because there was a curtain between him and the Lord. And that curtain of external energy of the Lord. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashritah. When Lord appears as the form like a human being, people never understand him. So, Krishna consciousness is meant for him. But still everyone is not qualified to accept it. Because we have our own reservations for that. Our own considerations for that. And that's why Lord comes himself or sends his devotee so that we can that what is the real fact and how we can try to understand. So let's try to read or to concentrate on this particular subject matter so that our understanding should get clear and we should render whatever devotional service we do seriously and sincerely. Hare Krishna. कोई प्रश्न है?
Same Mayavadi verses in the Vedas also, that so strong, so prominent, and they're giving an analytical thing also, and people say no, he is not doing the Vaishnava philosophy. That's it. That very easy. We're also giving like the same thing idea. Hindu philosopher and Christian philosopher, Muslim philosopher, and there among there, and the Hindu philosopher. God is impersonal. He can assume any forms like Ram, Krishna, Devi, or whatever he likes. He can come as a form. So that power is there beyond the nothing.
Vedavadaratam.
Very nice. They are not confusing anything. Just clearly they are there. Oh, they come and oh.
See, that is what Prabhupada said. Sorry, Rupa Goswami Pad, when he speaks about Atyahara Prayashasya, Prajalpo Niyama Agra, Laulyasya, Shadivir Bhakti Vinashani. Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, they speak, when they speak about Atyahara or Prayasha, these both things are done by the Mayavadis. They read so much. But they put so much of endeavor into that. And the extreme prajalpa that Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, or Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, the biggest prajalpa is this philosophical speculation, which is not related to Krishna, which never accepts the personality of a Krishna and never defines the qualities and pastimes of the Lord. That he said as a part of a prajalpa, which destroys your devotional life. Then, you see, if you read this and try to understand, we realize that how important that we should be aware ourselves from Mayavadis. Because subtly that will spoil your consciousness.
You do Tibet, like many leaders of different religions, and Hindu religions who is represented, all Hindu. Just say that.
See, we have a great responsibility to do actually.
People
Because
what hey, was who is just listening like that philosophy to love the philosophy and ask for. And they are actually they are just seeing the types of debate and all. Which intellectual person they are saying that oh they are that like that and you are saying that right. Because lots of people they cannot see the Lord, that's why they are thinking easy for them. Finish the job.
see, that's what. Yesterday when we were reading that why it is the Sudurlabham, it's very difficult to attain it. Because our propensities are so worst actually. Because of interactions with this modes of material nature, it becomes very difficult to understand this knowledge.
I find out some word also. Sulava also. In Bhagavad Gita, there is some Sulava. Sulava Partha.
Yeah, for whom?
Yes, that
Deshaham Sulabha Partha. But what is the qualification?
that is there, but it's still the Sulava also.
Yeah, but whom? That we need to understand. What is that verse? 8.14. Deshamam Sulabha Partha.
This one.
Ah.
I did not. And then another is for the
Desham Satata Yuktanam Bhajatam Priti Puru. No, not that one. I will find it out. Yeah,
And another is Nileha Matram Sulavam Sulavam. That is for coffee. There is also said Sulavam.
Ananya Cheta Satatam Yomam Smaradi Nityashaha Desham Aham Sulava Partha Nitya Yuktasya Yogina. For whom he is easy to attain, Ananya Chetaha, without deviation. Satatam means always. Yaha, anyone who remembers Krishna without any deviation and constant engagement in devotional service, then it is possible. Otherwise, it's not possible. But to become Ananya Cheta is not easy. Mind and especially the material energy, she is so powerful. I was just thinking about this one nice photograph of Prabhupada standing in the praying posture, and there are tears in his eyes. So one devotee asked, "Prabhupada, what do you pray to the Lord when you go for the darshan?" And Prabhupada, he says that, "I pray to their Lordship that your Maya is very strong. Please save me." A person like him, that stage, if he says that, "Oh my Lord, your Maya is very strong," who's trying to help each and every living entity, he himself says to the Lord, "Oh my Lord, your Maya is so strong." Do we have that consideration? We don't know how she is working. And to understand that complexities, why all that stories has given, at what level Maya, how it works, you can understand from different upakyans that has given in Bhagavatam. Each and every upakyan you will find it out that how Maya works, like Narada's upakyan. If someone even mentally falls down by seeing the beauty of someone, or mentally he decides to enjoy someone, still he falls down. He has to take birth in a Shudra family. And what can save him there? Only the association of devotee. Then two things are clear here. One thing, you may be highly elevated, but if you have an enjoying tendency, you will fall down to the lowest system. Even though you are fallen down in the lower place, still Lord makes arrangement that you can elevate yourself. So, as there is a problem, Lord has given solution for that also. We need to understand that. Really, what happens? We don't see all that things. In one pastime, so many things are explained. And unless and until you have that desire to know, my Lord, what do you wanted to convey me from this? Then he reveals that in your heart. Seems to be a same pastime, heard many times. But sometimes you get some different revelation about that. Because that time your mind is, that time it seems to be that you are really working on your mind somewhere, that this thing is there and I need to work it out. So Lord gives you a solution. Okay, so here is the solution. Take this one. That's why it is said that there is no lowest place where Lord can't come and take you up. As it was that he is everywhere and he is a cognizant. He knows everything in and out of each and every living entity. Yeah. So these are the glories that we need to understand. ठीक है, रुक जाए। अंदर श्रीमद् भागवतम की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
पिक्चर के विषय में सोच रहा था।
हाँ,
वक्ता का हाई है और श्रोता का वो है, आसन तो बनाए हैं। उन्हें बहुत बढ़िया आसन था। ये लोग ऊंची में थे ना।
हाँ।